Welcome on another episode of MLK Abilities Podcast. Thank you for listening to me today. Much appreciated. Thanks for your support. Please leave a review, whatever is the platform you listening to me right now. And share it to someone that you think is valuable. The more we share, the more we talk about it, the more we have interactions with comments, reviews, subscribing to the channel is helping the algorithm to show interest and to bring more people on the podcast and to help people to become the best version of themselves. Today, talking about becoming the best version of yourself, and or myself is about all the things I do myself to be the best. All right, yeah. With humility, of course, when I say that is I just try to become a better person. We all try to become a better person, to have better habits, to become more healthy, to eat well, to do better, to have good relationships, to have a good place, to have more money. All that is about life. We always try to become better. We came on this earth to experience life in a way. We all have a mission of life that we have to find and fulfill and accomplish at some point. Right? But for that, it takes actions, it takes environments, people, habits, and anything that needs to be structured to be used in our advantage. So we're going to do some comparison. Maybe you're going to compare yourself to me, and that's fine, not in an ego way, not a competitive way, but more as, okay, this is who I am, this is what I do, and what can I do. So here I'm gonna give you my advice on what I do, my experience, my expertise, and you do whatever you want with it. You don't even have to listen to me if you don't want to. There is plenty of other episodes, but thank you for supporting and watching or listening to me. What I'm gonna say today is not the perfect plan, the perfect version of myself. It's not the best method to do it, the best way to do it, but this is actually better than, at least in my life, I found out to be healthy, in shape, successful, and so on and so on. And I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning, and I'm still like hustling every day with life to make sure I find the keys to unlock all these aspects of my life and to make them the best. Starting with something very, very important in our life, this is food. How do you feed yourself? I talked about it quickly in another episode, and it said, like, if you eat shit, you're going to become shit. And you don't want to become a piece of shit. This is what I say. And I have no remorse, and I don't feel ashamed to do so, because this is actually the truth. And I like to compare it. Let's say, imagine yourself as a beautiful sports car or whatever is the car that you love, and try to put some, I don't know, oil with shit in it and put some gravel in it and try to clean it every so often with a dirty cloth, and you put some very bad scent in the car. Guess what this car gonna become? A piece of crap, and that no one would like to stay with, no one that would like to drive it or even to sit beside it while driving, and that will, as soon as you're going to start to use it, gonna fall in parts, they're going to break, and you won't do the distance with it. You won't go the distance with it. You're just going to stop. You're going to be hustling with problems all the time. You will have to change parts. You will have to clean it better, and you will have to change something to make it work better, so it can bring you and drive you way further away than where you are actually stuck with it. So this is the exact same thing with the body. People think, and this is my opinion, again, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, very powerful as well, I think, but the way I see life is like we didn't came into as a body, as a shape. Yes, we are a human being shape, but I do think this is our soul decided to go in a way to drive and to move, which is our body. So our body is made of, genes and molecules, and we are built of water and whatever it takes to have an actual human being that works with a brain connected properly and so on to be able to survive. Because life is normally made to survive. It's just that we have so much in comfort nowadays that it's not about survival. It's about how can I become more comfortable, right? It's not about how I do not die today, but how can I live better? So this is where it can become dangerous because you can have so many different ways to live life by still not being surviving, but more by being trying to navigate life. That's it. And so the first thing you should think about and really, 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 really consider, because our food system nowadays is crap. Like we are the only species that is actually spraying our food with chemicals products, with things that can kill you. People doing it with some, full suits that protect them against it because it's so chemical and aggressive that it can kill you if you inhale it or even taste it or touch it. But we spray our food or we jab these animals with these chemicals that in the end, this is like a circle of the cycle of life, gonna end up in our body. And this is proven. It's like plastic. Everything you use that has plastics or heavy metals end up in your body. The thing is, and the problem is with the body, it is not taught or naturally made to get to get rid of this pollution things we have in the body. So you have to prevent it to come into your body to not have to doing a detoxification afterward, right? So where does it start? First of all, you have to select the food properly. Try to eat organically the most possible. And I get it. The organic thing is business. Everything is business nowadays. It's a way to sell it to you, maybe more with an expensive, more expensive price. It's maybe harder to and more difficult to find it clean and not transform. I get it. This is a war. You have to figure out everything in your life to remain healthy. And I get it, it can be exhausted. Sometimes you don't even want to lose your time around it, but this is very important because what you're gonna put in your body gonna affect not just your body, but your mind, and then your relationship, and so on and so on and so on. So start by being careful what you put in your body. I'm talking about, are you drinking too much alcohol, or even just alcohol? For me, I stopped alcohol, and I come from a place where alcohol is part of the culture and so many other things, but I don't drink alcohol anymore. And I never felt as better as it is because, every time I drink alcohol, first of all, I enjoy it. It's a pleasure. It's not a thing, like a cultural thing that, everybody's doing it, so I got to do it. No, I don't need alcohol to be happy, to have fun, to enjoy a social moment. You know what? It's not because there is no alcohol in it that I'm not part of the game. Like, what's the point? What is that social judgment who says that, you want to be part of the party, you need to have alcohol in your drink? What does it change that there is alcohol or not inside? Nothing at all. So personally, I stopped that because I can remain myself. It doesn't change my way of being. I'm not sick the next day or in the next hour, depending how I react to it. And yeah, I mean, it's not good. Alcohol is from spirit, and spirit is from, the spirit. It means it affects you on many ways, and basically it opens some doors for other kind of malefic, or very evil souls, or whatever it is, the entity that can live in the world we cannot see, to take control of you. And you don't believe me? Okay, look how people that are under alcohol or even drugs, look how do they act? What do they do? What do they say? Who are they? They're not the same people. So if you really question that or really doubt that alcohol or any substance that actually changed something into your mind is not something that helps some, channels or doors to open and close to other potential things we cannot see. But if you're spiritual, if you're religious, I'm sure you're aware about the things. And alcohol is an open gate to your mind and body to be taken over during a certain period of time when that substance is making effect on you. So Yeah, alcohol, put it on the side, all right? Second thing is everything about smoking. Why do you want to put some smoke in your lungs? Like whatever it is, like I don't care if it's like tobacco, it's marijuana, whatever it is, stop that. There is absolutely no actual big benefits from it. And especially how it is transformed or it is or created, I don't think it can bring you something so valuable that you have to inhale it every day or every so often. It's like alcohol, and people are gonna say, "Oh, but I'm not an alcoholic. Like I just drink a bit every day." Do you know what is an alcoholic? An alcoholic is someone that drink a bit every day or every so often on a regular basis. Every weekend you drink, you're an alcoholic. It is what it is. So we can also go back to all the definitions to make sure you understand what it means or not. But drinking on the side, smoking on the side, it doesn't bring you anything. I mean, you want to be high every so often, fine, okay, have a good trip. But remember, it opens some channels that may benefits you in this way, maybe more like with marijuana than alcohol, for an example. But still, why? It costs money, it smells bad, you smell bad, and you're in a different state of mind at this point, right? And it potentially also put you in danger if you're not with the right crowd or in the right environment to do so. So be careful with that, okay? Again, I'm not judging what you do or not do here. I just bring some values and my point of view about some things that is so much available in our society and that is doing more harms than good. After alcohol and any other substance, and when I mean smoking, I'm also talk about things that you can sniff, whatever it is that you can put in your body that are going to affect who you are. So try to put it on the side, okay? And if you want to enjoy it every so often, do it every so often, but not too much. But especially around people that you feel good, safe, and where you are going to actually enjoy it and not taking it as granted and or something that is going to change you every so often to the point where you're not actually yourself, right? You become, and that's why people become dependent on it, because they want to become that person that is not themselves. They want to escape something and so on. Instead of facing their problems and working on it, they prefer to go and escape. And I get it if you want to escape every, I don't know, 1 or 2 times per year, fine. Okay, maybe worst case scenario, I don't do it myself, but fine, do it, but don't become addicted to it. This is where it's taking over your health, mental health, physical health, and your relationships. And now this is food. Food, we talk about what something you can drink. Personally, I just drink water. And even the water, I select the water I drink. I don't drink from plastic bottles. I don't drink from the tap, even though the tap apparently is fine here, but I don't want to drink from it unless there is an actual filter that is filtering all the heavy metals on plastics or fluoride or whatever is the chemical agents municipalities or governments put in it. I don't want to drink that. I want to drink what is from nature, and nature is nothing chemical, nothing to try to help my health in a way or to keep me safe, as they say. It's nothing about that. So I go myself, refill like 10 jugs of 20 liters each in the mountains to get some water, fresh water from the spring water that is getting out of the earth. You can see it going through earth, like the sand, the rocks, and so on. It's clear water. It's so tasty. It's so good. It's full of minerals. It hasn't been filtered by anything else that is, a human didn't touch it. And there is absolutely no animal shit in it. It's been now many years, like since I arrived here in the Okanagan, that I drink that water. Never been sick once. So, you know, yes, I can still test it every so often. And remember, it's not because you have some fears about someone that say about that water that is actually the truth. Remember that fears are made to control you, so be careful. So this is the water I drink. You know, there is a big trend with people saying, "Oh, I drink some Monster, I drink some whatever is the alcohol or the soda, the Coke or Pepsi, whatever it is." All that is crap. This is first thing they put inside it is sugar. Refined sugar that is actually affecting your brain and the way to memorize things and to recover and to pollute your body, right? Also, if you think more, if you go deeply through that, be careful where it's from the brand. Monster, do you know what means the 3 bars on it? I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist in this episode, but do you know what it means? Go do some research. Type the actual M of Monster, this is very far with what you think. So if there is a hidden message behind this, I would consider it as well. Be careful. And first thing first, read the ingredients list that is on that. This is not a flex to put some chemicals and shit in the body. This is absolutely no flex. For me, it's shameful because you're not respecting the temple you are and you have, which is your body. And you can work out as many hours as you want. This monster that you put in your body is doing the same thing, whatever you fit or fat, right? So why drinking it? Drink some good water, because water, your body is made of water. Water is good, minerals are good, right? And that's it. You don't need anything else. You want protein? Eat protein. This is meant to be eaten. Look in nature. I'm working with my friend Will, and he's a coach and he's a mentor in our programs and so on. And I like his philosophy. He says, I go in nature, I look around myself, and I'm like, I eat everything that nature allows me to hunt or to pick or to cultivate, which means it can be honey, meat, vegetables, fruits, anything natural you can see and pick or can find by putting the efforts to do so, like hunting, like cultivating earth, like having a garden and so on, gardening and so on. All the things are providing you good food that is from a healthy source and that hasn't been transformed by humans, chemicals, or whatsoever, or have been in contact with plastic or heavy metals. We're going to go through that after. So you want to drink water. I just drink water. Look, I'm fit, I'm fine, I'm super healthy. I don't need this extra protein whatsoever. I don't need that taste. Maybe you want some electrolytes, put some lemon juice, right? And a bit of Celtic salt in it. You have your stuff. It's pretty good, it's tasty, it's natural, it's not transformed, and it's actually doing more than what you think, or these chemicals they put everywhere. And you can say, well, but none of them have sugar, they have stevia. Okay, that's a good alternative. I won't say anything about it. They put some fruit punch, but remember, that powder is not natural. You cannot find that powder right here on the ground or in a tree or in an animal, whatever it is. It has to be transformed. And yes, you can trust the manufacturer that do that, but you still aren't sure what's going on, because you know how it is, marketing business. It's plenty of flyers and charts, and not many people in these industries have actual values and loyalty and honor and your health in their best interest. They don't. They just want to make more money, right? So it has to cost less money, more transform as possible because it becomes cheaper and so on. It is what it is. Now we're gonna, we don't have to stay too long with the drinking part. Just drink water. That's it. It's fine. You won't die for that, and you're gonna get used to it. All the Coke, the Pepsi, and all this crap, like, look at what is the first ingredient. Sugar. And it has been proven that you can actually clean your fucking toilets with some Coke and it'll get rid of all the chemicals and things that stink and stay forever. Imagine you put that in your body. Can you imagine how much you treated your body with that? And I see some people sometimes, they buy like boxes of it. What's going on, guys? Do you want a fruit juice? Don't buy the stuff where the first ingredient is sucrose, sucralose, or sugar. Buy fruits, press them, drink them. Done. It's healthy, you know where it's from, and you know it hasn't been transformed. Anyway, I won't stay too long on that part. Now there is food. Food. Where can you buy food? Ideally from your local farmer that is actually growing stuff organically. But ideally, you go hunt yourself. You go get your own food, or you have chickens if you can do it, or a garden if you can do it. You don't need a full garden to grow minimum things. You can start somewhere, even in an apartment, you can do that. You can go and hunt with a friend. You can go and fish with a friend or by yourself. You can learn how to hunt, garden, and fish on YouTube for free. So don't start to bring to me your excuses. We talk about excuses in the past and discomfort. Go back to watch this episode if you didn't see it. We talk about reasons and excuses. You have no excuses to not doing the job for yourself. Yes, it will take some time, energy, time to learn something, practice, failure, success, but this is part of the process. You don't get stuff by just like snapping your fingers like that and there you go, you have a full meal like ready to go, or fully organic and whatever, and not transforming. No, you need to do the job. So with the food, make sure you know the source of your food. Where are the eggs from? where are the flour from, and what do you put when you baking something or cooking something? Do you put actual like white refined sugar, or do you put some natural sugar like honey, maple syrup, coconut sugar? What do you put in it? Right? Be careful. Select with attention what you put in it. It's gonna have an impact on you. And believe me, this is true. And there is plenty of documentaries and shows that prove it. There is different diets. We won't go through the diets because there is the carnivore, vegan, and so on. I tried all of them. And I was vegan for 2 years, and I figured out that I had a drop of testosterone, energy, and so on. And I was like, no, it's not for me. I saw the benefits in the beginning because I was still not really well balanced when I used to eat before. So it was good in the beginning, but long term, it may be like floppy, and I wasn't fat, but I was like, I couldn't take some muscle, much than that. After that, it's also genetics. I don't say it because it happens to me that will happen to someone else for some of the things. But the testosterone dropped for sure. I had less energy, and I decided to go back to meat as well. And now, what do? I eat a random amount of meat because it's proteins, and or vegetables that also have some different type of proteins. It's not the same that the meat. And some carbs. And carbs are very limited right now because carb is sugar. Carb is transformed by your body in sugar. Like sweet potatoes or potatoes, whatever it is, it's salty or not. Even though it doesn't taste of refined sugar, once it's in your body, it's transformed. The carb is transformed into sugar. And the sugar goes into the part when you gain weight and so on, right? So be careful of the consumption of carbs. We don't need carbs. Carbs is basically due to comfort. It's because it's easy to get in high quantity to fill up your meal instead of having just proteins and fibers from vegetables and meat, for an example, or fish or whatever it is. That is something that can bring you good actual protein to grow muscles and to bring you energy in the system. So now you better to also meal prep to stop wasting food. I hate people that waste food. I hate to do so. If I waste food, it's maybe like a little bowl per year. I'm very careful of what I buy, what I eat, how I consume it, and how I eat it. So I hate people that waste. If you waste, do better, man. That's not good at all. So by meal prepping, you can avoid wasting, because what you waste is basically like throwing money. Like when you see the price of food right now, like this is crazy. This is outrageous. This is nonsense. So everything you throw away like is money basically. So if you care about money, seeing through the food, but food is your energy. What keeps you alive, not money, right? So be careful what you consume. Make sure it's come from a good place. It's the less transformed as possible. I do not buy anything transformed anymore. The only thing that is transformed in a natural way. So you know that with milk, you can create yogurt, you can create cheese, you can create, you have milk by itself, right? But you can create so many things from one element. That's fine. For example, I eat yogurt, right? But I don't put sugar in it anymore. I put some chocolate because chocolate is healthier, that is still transformed, right? It's from the cocoa, but it's transformed in a way that it's a healthy sugar. Again, there is still some sugar added in chocolate, so you still have to be careful. Ideally, it's over 70% of dark chocolate, right? So it's more actually chocolate tasting, not sugar tasting. And there is less milk because milk is sugar. So you see, the more it's transformed, the more you have to understand what's in it, what is not. The last thing I would mention is so you have some stuff that about what I do not eat anymore. Everything is over transformed or over sugary, where the first ingredient is sugar or sucralose or fructose. Because yes, fructose is basically the most complex shape of sugar. It's from the fruits usually, but it's not broke down the same way that a sucralose, for an example, or a basic sugar from refined sugar. It won't be assessed the same way. It will actually, a refined sugar will actually affect your body negatively compared to a fructose. So this is very important to understand that. You want sugar, get it from your fruits, get it maybe some chocolate every so often. But again, after that, it's quantity. Milk is sugar. That's why it's tasty sugar. It's natural sugar, but there is sugar in it, right? So you have to understand how it works, why, and how. Hey, quick break. I hope you enjoyed the show. I just wanted to let you know, guys, we're super grateful for your support and listening to us. If you want to help us to maybe enhance the quality of the podcast, to spread the word to more people so we can have maybe other invitees on the podcast, I invite you right now to subscribe and share the podcast, and also leave a review to help the algorithm to help and push the channel. As well, if you want to support us in a different way, you can also buy our merch. Our merch is available. I just put the link below, and you can just, represent MLK abilities to community and support us at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed the show, and let's get back to it. Now we went over the food. Again, it's a big topic. I tried to make it short and to make sure you understand that. It's how do you cook that food? How do you store that food? How do you bake that food? Be careful of what you put it. So basically, you know what? I changed everything over the time. I do not use plastic containers anymore. No more, just glass. That's it. Plastic containers are away because plastic end up in your body. And there is a study that says we all have an amount of plastic of the size of a credit card in our system. That's crazy, man. Imagine you have a credit card right now in your body. That's huge. And that is affecting your reproductive tools, and also the way you think and to memorize, and the nervous system. It's affecting everything, right? And it creates cancers in the future and disease and so on and so on. It has impact on it. Don't ignore it. So you can still get rid of it, helping the body by using the proper tools. Nature is beautiful, is wonderful. You have a solution for every problem. You just have to do some research to learn about it. So afterward, when I cook, I just use the old pan, I forgot the name, the iron cast pan, the heavy stuff. Two things: it keep you fit, big arms, right? Even for women, this is great. This is what they used to do. So stop complaining. It used to be like this. You just put some mitts if it's hot, and to carry it with you 2 hands. That's it. There's different size now, and there's some technology that making lighter. So no excuse anymore. And the thing is, they're naturally coated, so they don't stick, right? And yes, they're heavy, but they don't stick, and they don't leave any heavy metal or particle on the food or around when you scratch it. It's not affecting the food. Not aluminum, but stainless. I used to use this. There is still some heavy metals that when you scratch it at the bottom with your food, it goes on the food and then it goes in your body. So it's still better than any chemicals coating they have nowadays, where they spray something that over time, yes, it's non-sticky, but that component, that chemical, that things goes in your body, and actually is affecting very badly your mind and your protective assets or tools. I don't remember exactly what is the right name, but whatever, you understand what I mean. It basically also affects your kids, if you want to have kids, because they're going to get these genes and shit you put in your body going to go in the body of in your sperm or in the ovaries, and after in the baby if you're already pregnant. So everything you put in your body have an impact on it. So after we went through that, it's the way you cook, the way you store. So everything that you reheat into plastic, put some plastic particles in the food, and that food is digested by you. And this is the same. So we talk about how to cook and or store. This is the same because of depending on what you buy and where you buy it. If you buy something that is sprayed or used with Roundup or any chemicals, this will affect you. There is a big thing nowadays. It's gluten-free, and there is a lot of people, and it pisses me off again, that think that they just have a lack of knowledge. They are ignorant, right? They think that people that cannot eat gluten, this is a trend. This is not a trend that people invent just because they don't want to eat gluten anymore. It's because gluten is from the gluten thing is not from gluten itself. It's from the glyphosate that is sprayed on the food, that is made to modify the genes and the, the cultures, And then it changed basically the DNA of the gluten has been modified, especially in North America, because when you go in Europe, you don't have these issues. I've never seen anyone or heard anyone being gluten-free in Europe because glyphosate is banned. You cannot use glyphosate. So they use all the shit, obviously, they do. But the glyphosate is not used. So you cannot have gluten-free people. That's why people that are gluten-free can eat some European flours. It is what it is. And what is happening when you are gluten-free intolerant? It says intolerant, which means your body is not tolerating the gluten molecule that has been modified and or affected by a chemical, because the chemical is in the molecule that is you're ingesting and then affecting your guts and whatever is inside it, and then you have inflammation and so on. It's basically you drink some glyphosate, you're gonna see, drink some Roundup, you're gonna see how fucked up you can be. Roundup is banned in, I think in Canada it's banned, and in Europe it is, but in the US they still do it. And I heard that here in the Okanagan, they still spray some Roundup on trees. But that Roundup is going into earth, that is going into the tree, that is going into the fruit, and the fruit in the kitchen, and the fruit in your mouth. And then once it's in your body. So you have Roundup in your body. So you're affected, and then you have cancers. And you have disease and health issues. It is what it is. It exists. The more you ignore it, the more it's going to be there. And it just takes some time to make sure it's from the right place and cultivated and transformed the right way, or not at all. So everything has an impact. The way you store it, the way it's built, the way it's transformed, the brand you use. Because you remember when I don't know if I already mentioned that, but I don't believe in voting. And again, this is my opinion. The way you can vote is not at putting a fucking paper in a box and say, I vote for that person. No. The way you can vote, the most powerful way you can vote, is by the way you consume. So you want to change the world? Be the change you want to see. You want to see more healthy people around? Go to the gym, eat well, and they're going to look at you and they're going to become the same as you are. You want to see like good things around. You want to stop to see these elites people that just don't care about you and want to take your money. Stop giving your money to them. Invest in small businesses, in local businesses. Invest into mentors, into some people around the world that don't have any actual skills. They just use AI and fool you. Go meet someone in person, ask them the right question, and see if they're the right person for you to teach you skills or to provide something for you, whatever it's food you buy from them or whatever it is. This is how you change the world. Because by promoting these people and talking about it, other people are going to talk about them and so on. So yes, it's a bit maybe more expensive, but it's from something that has been made for someone you know that is living in your local, instead of buying someone that is from someone at the other side of the planet that you don't know and so on. Again, it doesn't mean they don't have good values over there and so on, but you can still change the way the world you want to see by actually taking action yourself. Be careful how you eat, how you speak, with who you stay, and your environment is going to change. And you're going to impact more people this way, and then you're going to see the world you want to live in. And it was not by signing a paper, putting a name on it, and putting it in a box, and telling you someone that, oh, we lost it, by the way, or whatever it is, right? And manipulate it, whatever it is, and however they want to. That's not how you change the world. Maybe, yes, in a more, small, like in a community, it's a small community, you can still vote because you know who you vote for, because you're present, you can see the result yourself. You're not fooled by the television. So be careful what you watch, what you listen, what you eat, because you're going to become what you're actually, supporting, using. Music, movies, what are they talking about? Is it scary? Is it affecting your mood? The way you can manifest or not? The person you can become? You can become more stressful, arrogant, angry, more ego-based by watching such music, listening to such music, or watching such entertainment on TV. YouTube is great, but you still have a lot of crap on YouTube. But YouTube is also the absolute university of the world. You can learn everything right now for free. When I mean for free, you still have to pay internet and electricity, but you know what I mean. It's accessible right now through buttons. You don't need to go to the library anymore, to the university anymore, even to school sometimes. You can still choose to go to have some practice. Don't get me wrong, it's still useful, but you can still decide to not to and just invest in yourself from home. That's unbelievable. That's crazy. That's great. So now we talk about food and what you can use and not use. Let's talk about chemicals and hygiene. I do not use any more soap that is from a bottle, like plastic bottle, not because of the plastic itself, because when you look at what's in the bag, it's affecting your skin. You know, your skin is one of the biggest, is actually the biggest organ of your body. This is why it's reacting so much from the sun, from the rain, from the cold, even from what you eat. All this is eczema, candida, and so on. It's basically messages that are sent from your body to tell you, hey, be careful what you eat. It's affecting not just the skin, but it's already affecting all the organs inside. All right, you have a deficiency or you have an imbalance in your body, you have to be careful. And all you see on your skin is basically warnings to warn you, because you need to see something to actually believe it, right? Because otherwise we will never know, right? It's not just being sick. It's also your skin is your first thing that tells you what's going on, right? So what do I put on my skin? Coconut oil. That's it. Or anything that is natural in terms of oil. This is all I use. For deodorant, I don't use this crazy deodorant that smells so bad. I use things that are natural only. There is even now, there is this, it's called a pierre d'Alain, the Allen stone. Basically, it's a stone that is meant to block all the pores from under your armpits, and it cuts all the bad smells. It's natural. It's a rock that you put a bit of water on it, and it spread a kind of, that's crazy. It lasts for life. Of course, maybe not as effective as maybe a better produced, like a natural and organic deodorant, but it does the job, so you have no excuse here. When I brush my teeth, I do not use any teeth brush that has plastic anymore, because that plastic end up in your mouth. In your mouth, it's mucus that is absorbing all that. It has an impact. Everything has an impact. The body is well done, but also easy to trick, right? But in a bad way when I mean that. And you can use, nowadays, there is plenty of toothpaste that you can use that are very organic and natural. You can use to still like clean up your mouth properly. For the soap, I don't use any other soap than something that is natural. And they say, actually, again, I do it, but some people don't. But you don't have to wash your day twice a day. You don't need that. The skin itself is creating something to protect itself from many things and to keep you clean. The body is well made. It's just we adapted and exposed it to so many different things. Like we don't expose each other enough to the sun, for an example. We wash it too often. We're exposed to other chemicals all the time. It impacts it, so we have to be careful because it has an impact. Aside of that, I mean, there's nothing much you can do. And even as a woman, you're a woman, you're going to tell me, oh, I need to use more things. Well, that's not true. Or you can use different products that are still natural, but you don't need a shit ton of different bottles with crazy like names of product, whatever it is they put in that, they're going to go on your head. And as I say, the skin is an organ that absorbs everything. And so it's going to be absorbed, and it's going to end up in your body, and it's going to affect your mind and your body and anything that can be interconnected, because everything is connected and linked. And then the way you dress up. Right now, for an example, I'm working on that. There is a lot of like this polyester thing. You're going to sweat in it. It's going to be exposed to heat, and then it's going to be decomposed and then go on your skin and then go in your skin, in your body. And this is proven, especially for the boxers. So for the boxers, I don't use any polyester anymore. You have bamboo, you have cotton. This is the best you can do. And again, even the stain they use have an impact on it. That's crazy. It's everywhere. You have to fight every fucking thing. But that has an impact. So everything that touched the direct genitals things, I try to be careful to not expose them to plastic, polyester, or anything that is transformed and can leave some residue that are absorbed by it and then impact my reproductive tools and then have an impact on kids if you want to conceive, and even on my testosterone and all the genes I'm made from. So everything has an impact. Be careful. And then all the scents you put, the scents you put in your house, this is chemicals that are sent in the air that you inhale and have an impact as well. This is proven that this is a source of cancers as well. So put some essential oil, ideally, that you burn somewhere with a candle. That's the best way you can do it. Or you have some candles that are made of organic and natural things that do not impact your mind. So be careful what you smell, eat, touch, watch, hear. All the senses are affecting your body and mind. And everything you expose to it going to have an impact. And the last thing going to be socially. If you stay with shitty, negative, poor people all the time, you're going to become this other person. So stay with healthy people, and be careful how they speak, how they express themselves, how they eat, how they surround themselves, how they act, and what they say, and what they listen, and so on, and so on, and so on. There is no perfect people, but the more you choose and pick the right people, the more you're going to become them, and they're going to also help you by giving you the tools like I'm doing right now, by you discovering this podcast or signing up to a course that now ended up on the podcast to listen to me telling you all these things. And you're going to tell me, Jeff, this is too many things. You don't have to do everything at the same time, but you have to start somewhere. For the sake of the next generation, for the sake of your health, to not end up on a bed because of cancer at some point that you're going to blame. This is because of them. This is not because of them. It is because of them if you consume their products, but it's because of you, because you decided to consume their products instead of another one. So it's easy to blame others, very easy actually, but it's harder to actually look at yourself in the mirror and asking you, am I doing the right thing right now? Doing the right thing, buying the right thing, consuming the right thing. Am I doing that? Yes, no? Am I training or not? Am I eating well or not? Am I too lazy or not? Should I do better or not? All these things, all these questions are valuable. Think about it, do the job, and everything's gonna be way better. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll let you with that. Hope it was valuable for you. Share and also subscribe to the channel, whatever you're listening to. Leave a review, leave a comment, leave a like, and share it on social media. Tag us if you want to as well. That would be awesome. And share it to your friend. Appreciate the support. Go also on the website to sign up to our next course, whatever it is, and or to buy our merch if you want to represent. So take care. Become the best version of yourself. Stay healthy. Stay active. Be a protector. Be the best. And stay safe. Bye-bye.
In the next episode,
joining a community is very good to be accountable and to showing up. You have to show up. If it's not for yourself, well, do it for your future kids, for your actual kids, for your wife, or for your husband.